Saturday night, I want all of us to just push as hard as we can. I know when we get that dub, it should be easy. Just run in transition, play defense, go get some boards.
All right, Coach Lockard. Guys, I appreciate y'all coming on.
Thanks for having us. And go
been
Dragons.
Watching the Lockard.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. And got my special guest here with me tonight, my backup man. Anything else that he might could do, crappie fisherman, whatever. Got old Mike here with me. Good to be here. Want to say hello to Dad and Bill and Mike Pennington, Jeff Parrott, and Paul Harrison, all you other good folks that's watching the show, and we're just tickled to death to get to be here and that kind of thing. Got 2 or 3 things I want to mention right quick before we get in. Mike has got some crappie film, and he had 7 nice ones there the other weekend, but we'll show them here in a few minutes. Next week. I'm looking. I know that Brad Doherty is going to be here along with his partner there, Matt, and they're going to come over and be on the show, talking about license and boat ramps and things of that nature, and any kind of questions that you might have. They're here to answer them.
Yeah, I just got mine this evening.
Yeah. There you go, Mike. You're good for another year, maybe.
For another year.
Yeah. So, you know, our license run out to 3 days. Let's see. Well, Monday.
28.
Yeah. So if you don't have them, you might want to stop and pick them up. But looking forward to having those 2 guys over. Also, too, hoping Mike Jolly will make the trip. He's a fisheries biologist up in Region 4, which is out of Crossville, and I've talked to Mike a couple of times already in the last 3 weeks or so. He's trying to work us into the schedule where he could come over and talk a little bit about the stocking programs, what they're working on, and that kind of thing. It's always a good thing to keep those people. Hadn't had them on in a while, and I kind of shamed them a little bit and said, hey, you know, we need to see you guys, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
You fill us in on what's going on and that kind of thing. So, and then another thing took place. Talked with Glenn Reynolds today, and Glenn lives right there next to Lad Landing, and we got talking about the boat ramp. He had went over there a couple of days ago to test the boat, and he's having the same problem, which the waters came up about a foot since the rain last week, and that helped some. But when it goes back down, we're still dropping off the concrete and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to talk to some people there in Kingston, and you fishermen that live in Kingston, or if you're you don't necessarily have to be a fisherman. If you're putting your boat in there at Lad Landing, we need some maintenance done. And I did find out from TWRA that ramp is taken care of by Kingston City Parks and Recreation. Yeah. So I thought it might be TVA. That's why I contacted Brad a few weeks ago, and he texted me back and just I think Monday that no, it was Kingston City Parks and Recreation people that boat ramp was theirs. So we're hoping that we can get a little maintenance done there, and And, you know, when the water's up, it's kind of different. You know, you don't have any problems. But when it's down in the fall and in the winter time, man, it's hard to get your boat in.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get something worked out get something going on that, get a little maintenance done there. And because we're still looking at here from now till April before the water gets full, unless we have a tremendous amount of rain.
You're supposed to have that too.
And we could have that too. You know, last year was, I think, the record for rainfall. So, you know, the water got up and stayed up, and
Yes, sir.
that kind of stuff. So anyway, just wanted to fill y'all in on what we got planned for next week, and hope everything works out, that those people will get to be on the show. We'll just set them up here and let them, Mike and I will sit out front, and because we want to practice the social distancing like we're supposed to and that kind of thing. And I told them we'd be safe and wear a mask. And when they got over here, and, you know, hopefully we can find out some things, Mike.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That ramp deal, you know, I didn't think much about it years ago, but when I started going to Florida fishing a little bit there in late winter, early spring, just about every ramp on all the lakes that we went to down there, they had a sign.
Is your mic on?
Yeah,
I don't believe it is. Check it.
there it is.
There it is. Yeah, now start all over.
I said whenever we was going to Florida, used to try to go late winter, early spring, and fish for a few days down there. And every lake we went to, you had a ramp. They had a sign said no power loading. And I understand why they put those signs up down there, because you go in there to load your boat, and if the motor's down, there's a heck of a thrust just blowing water down, and it blows everything out from under the end of the ramp and causes a drop-off at the end of the ramps, or undermines it, and then all of a sudden the concrete breaks, and then next thing you know, if the water's down any at all, or you back off the end of it, and you tore your trailer and everything up. So if you're going to try to put a boat on the trailer, trim your motor up a little bit there to where it ain't blowing straight down. You know, it's just like a pressure washer, you know. You got all that thrust blowing off that motor, and it trying to push that boat up on there, and it'll tear your ramp all to pieces.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess that's why you didn't quit going to Florida, what?
No, that wasn't why we quit going down there. But
Yeah. All righty. Dang, there's something else I wanted to mention here tonight also. Got a big tournament coming out of Watts Bar this weekend. I think it's the Morristown Marine Tournament, if I'm not mistaken. And then Bunch Marine has got their tournament up on Norris at White Bridge, I was told. So that's coming up Saturday.
they got a big tournament going on in Knoxville.
I haven't heard anything over there. You know, it's a little early for the Boys and Girls Club tournament. But I do know those two tournaments are going on, and Boys at Work's keeping me informed and all that. But do want to remember the St. Jude's tournament, and you can register early there at Bunch Marine if you want to fish the St. Jude's. But anyway, just throw that in, because like I said, those guys at work kind of keep me up to date on the tournament schedule and that kind of thing. So anyway, moving right along, Mike has got some fishing film. Like I said a minute ago, got some crappie. He brought me 7 big old crappie. I mean, dandies. And wife's done got those in the freezer, so I guess she'll cook some in a few days. But boy, they were nice crappie. Now there's no doubt about it. So I hope Tony Gallagher is getting to watch tonight. He called us on the way over, and trying to make sure he was on the right channel and the right place to get to watch the show. And we really enjoy Tony, and he keeps up with us pretty close. And he hadn't got to fish much, but he's waiting on it.
Yes, sir. Them crappie that I was showing last week are the one that I cut open to show everybody where the air bladder was at in the crappie. All of them I cleaned, catching them out that deep. The eggs ain't developed much at all.
No, those you brought me there hadn't developed much at all either.
So, they're a long way from, but they was big and fat. I mean, you
Yeah.
can see the minerals that's down there that they're feeding on and stuff. So, yeah, there's some nice ones there.
Sure was. Them was neat as you give me, there's no doubt about it. But when I cleaned them, they, like I said, the eggs they just a little old bitty row of eggs in them.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't near, but they were fat, but their bellies was stacked full of shad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But the eggs, they're nowhere near getting ready to spawn.
No.
But we always said that it takes a while for the deeper fish, for the water to warm up to trigger their action for them to move into spawn, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
yeah, that's the
They
way it
don't
works.
move too fast as long as they got plenty of food there too.
Mm-hmm.
When your shads start coming up, then they won't be far behind.
Right. Yep. Let's see, Dylan, take us to the sponsor break and come back, and we'll see about showing some film. Okay, buddy. Hey, folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. That's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. Okay, folks, Tim's Tires, man, they, I need to get down there and shoot a new commercial, but it'll be the same thing. Tires coming in, going out all the time. I mean, they just wheel and deal, Mike.
Yeah, tractor and trailer loads of them coming in all the time.
Yeah, they handle a lot of tires down there. They really do. Good people to deal with, and they get you in and out as quick as possible when you want a set of tires put on, and they do a good job. All righty. Mike, let's show you film and then come back and you can tell us all about it. What do you think?
It'll be fine.
All righty.
Big Springs, got out here. Gonna be a beautiful day. Wind's kind of laid down. Was a little bit breezy to start off with, but wind's calmed down, and that sun's shining. It's gonna warm up here quite a bit. We're gonna get out here and see if we can. All right, folks, finally That's what we're looking for. Yeah. Get the bar after that one. Got a good hook in him. Alright. There you go. See if we can find some more of them. Water temperature's 44.5. Fish 41 foot deep. Let's get him in here and see if we can find some more. Hopefully he's got some buddies down there. Alright, I don't know. Sure what that is, but he's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Maybe a catfish or something. Yep. Nope, just a big old drum. Big old drum. My good. Silly thing, yeah. All right. Look out that dude. There we go. Get out of here, crazy thing. Get another minute and try it again. We got another one on here. Let's see what it is. I believe it's a crappie. Looks like a good one too. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one of them big ones again. Yeah, another one of them big nice ones. Oh. That's cool. Man, can't beat that. Yeah. Two great beckons. Yeah, we'll try that again. That's pretty good. Alright. We got another one here. Let's see what this one is. Sure is pulling awful good. Oh yeah. There you go. You look at there. You talking about, getting them. You ain't gonna believe this. Look at that. Two at the same time. Goodness gracious. Whew. Catching them two at a time. Well, that's a little smaller. He's a good 11, 12 inches. And, big in there. Yeah, 15, 16 inches. Huh? Two at a time. My goodness. Warming up a little bit. A lot of bass boats running around. Be getting ready to fish tournament or something. Anyway, we get another minnow on here. Get down there, them fish right there out about 2 cranks off the bottom. So, a little bit suspended. But anyway, we'll get back down there. See if we can find some more. Some more. Alright, folks, I can get this camera to work in here. I got another one on. Had one strike, missed it. Set down a little bit, pick back up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is nice. Yeah. In the big boys. Yeah. Goodness gracious. That's 5 big ones. Okay. I know that ain't no crappie. I believe that's either a big drum or a cat. Sound like a big drum. Oh, Lord have mercy. You ain't gonna believe that. There you go. Hopefully you can see that one. Ah, goodness gracious. Whew. We'll get him loose, I hope. He'll weigh 30, 40 pounds. All right. Come on up here now. Let's see what you are. I think that's a crappie. Oh yeah. Yeah, big old. That's no deal. Goodness, yeah. About time. Here, see if we get back down there after. That don't feel as big, but pretty sure it's a crappie. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a crappie. He might make 11, but 10, I mean. See if he'll go back. Yeah, he took off. Keep an eye out for him, make sure he don't come back up. Another big drum or a cat one. Pulling the boat around. Oh my goodness. Another drum there, 30 pound or so. Goodness gracious. Whew. Big drop. Dang. No more heat twisting me up. I think I got another crappie here. Took a while to get situated after that mess. Yeah, I read it. There we go. Another nice one. I know what dang wind's rough on this thing. Folks, I got something here. Feels like a good crappie. Oh, little catfish. Pretty good fight, you little rascal. Yeah. Oh, it is. Get rid of that line twisting around. Bait it back up here and try it again. Finally got around here out of the wind, found a place to fish. I think I got one on here pretty good. Feels like it. Yeah, I got one all right. One of them little catfish. Oh well. Well, just had one get off before I could get to the camera, and I dropped back down and got a hold of one, and I just don't think it's so crappie. I think it's too big to be a crappie. Yeah, it's a catfish. That's what I thought. All right, we get him off and try it again. I ain't got another one of them little rascals. Okay, folks, I'm gonna head toward the trailer. It's gonna be a pretty rough ride in. It's a pretty good wind out there. It's white capping pretty bad and everything, but ain't got far to go. But anyway, I'll get out there and run around and get back to the trailer. And we'll get to the house and get the knife out there. Got 2, 4, 6, 7 begging. Begging. Anyway, maybe we'll get back down here when the wind ain't blowing so bad and get back on some more. Just too dang rough out there to try to stay on anything. So, hadn't been able to do no good back here in the hollers. A few catfish, that's about all I got. So anyway, remember the sponsors and let's go fishing.
Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TVA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, it's a good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, rather it be Barnhart. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air. And I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Mike. There it is. Tell us about the big drum.
Yeah, two of them. One big in there, he about 3 foot long. Dandy, and then I caught another that probably 20, 30 pounds. It wasn't quite as big, but has two whoppers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Plus the little one, so I caught 3 drum and I think 4 catfish and 8 crappie altogether. But by the time I started fishing, I guess I had probably 2 hours till I was blowed plumb off the lake out there and had to start going back in the hollers trying to find fish, and all I could catch in there was the catfish, trying to stay out of the wind. And I tell you, it sure changed in a hurry and rough. Yeah, I mean, them white capping to start with, and then the next thing you know, there was some big swells whenever I run back in. I mean, they was pretty big waves.
Yeah. It's hard to stay on your places when it's like that.
Your trolling motor won't even stay in the water. You just fix the front of the boat plumb up out of the water and stuff. But yeah, them fish, like I say, 41, 42 foot there where I was fishing, and sometimes I could pick up 2 to 3 reels off the bottom in the structure and get one to hit and stuff. Yeah, they was plenty of them there and plenty of minnows. You just got to be able to stay out there on them.
That's true. That's true. Anything special about the place you were fishing, Mike?
No, just out there on the channel mostly. Just idling around trying to find some structure on it, you know, and then come back to those places and drop down and see what's there when you find it. You know. And, the only good thing was that anchor button on the trolling motor. Once you found a place, you could pull around there and drift back on it or whatever and anchor down right there to hold you for a little while till the wind got so bad that you pick the boat up and throw it off. There's some good structure out there in that lake. You just got to idle around till you find it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, what it is a lot of those places that you're fishing out there that deep, you know, like up there in front of Blue Springs, and the trees are still standing.
Yeah.
They were just out there far enough, you know, off the river channel where when the lake's full, there's 15 foot of water over top of them, but the trees are still there. And the lake is old as it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Same way with Tellico. We found trees over there, way out on, out in the 30 foot of water. The trees still standing in that lake.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And a lot of the vegetation that was up on the bank, when the water goes, that kind of stuff air rots out and goes away because the air hits it and the sunshine and everything else, and then they back the water back up over top of it in the summer, and then it dries, gets back down in the winter. Why, it exposes the wood and then it deteriorates.
That's right. It sure does.
When we first started fishing Tellico over there, heck, it was just covered.
Yeah.
I mean, with the little, everywhere they cut a stump down, there's 2 or 3 saplings growing off of it.
And they would. They would.
Things like that. So the trees are still out there in Watts Bar, but, out next to the channel and gets out there close to them bluff lines and stuff, they really didn't worry about the trees before they backed the lake up,
No.
Same way with Norris, they cut a lot of trees down, but they still piled up out there in places.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
I had a fellow lived there in Oliver Springs that used to coon hunt with my father-in-law. He was one of the engineers up there at Norris when they was building that. And he said they pushed piles and piles of brush down, and ones that they didn't burn, they just pushed it down in the bottom of the creeks and then just shoved rocks and stuff up on top of it and let it go.
Yeah. They stay there as long as they're under that water for a long time. Okay, and you had the 2 minnows on like you all normally do.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing. But them was a nice crop. Ain't no 2 ways about it. I cleaned them. They were they was dandies. All 7 of them. I mean, shucks, part. Real good crappie.
Yeah, fill the frying pan up, won't it?
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that. It'll be good. Dylan, set up there, and when you get it ready, let me know about what's on my camera, will you? You got it ready? Okay. Start showing that, and then I'll come back and talk about it a little bit. Got some film here from Reynolds Racing and Marine on some boats down there that he's got. Show that. There's a picture of a dual console Express, silver and black, at Reynolds Racing and Marine. Just wanted to show you all that nice looking rig right there. It's doesn't have an engine on it, but you can pick the one you want there. Nice rig. I'm telling you, that thing looks good. Check that out, the dual console Express, Reynolds Racing and Marine. There's another nice Express boat center console. I think it's a 21 footer. Got the seats, the center console, engine. Look that thing over. It may be the 18 or 19 footer. I can't remember. Nice looking boat. Need to check that out down at Reynolds Racing and Marine. There's a 2019 Express H22 bay boat, center console. Nice looking rig too. Might want to check that out at Reynolds Racing and Marine while you're down there looking around at that silver and black dual console. There's another shot of the Express center console. There's a nice crappie boat from Express, ready to go. Engine, that finder, nice looking boat. Here we go.
Right.
Okay, let's see what we can do about. Hello, caller.
Hey,
Hey, Tony, are you getting to watch the show?
well, she got it on, but it must have been a over. It's had those game wardens on there.
Yeah, we'll. I'm going to get this guy to help you here in a minute and get you on the right path. That is an old show. Yeah, we need to get you updated so you can watch us live and on the week that we're showing the show. You know what I'm saying? Get up on the right day. But have you been crappie fishing any?
Yeah, I went last weekend, but I didn't do that good. I only had 6 keepers. I only caught 6 and I had 2 keepers.
Huh. Well.
As the water's moving fast, I couldn't fish up there.
Right.
The wind too was blowing.
Yeah. Were you in the Tennessee area or Kingston, Caney Creek?
Between Kingston and Caney.
Yeah. Huh.
Same channel.
Right. I figured Jets is out deep.
Had you 2 different ways. The water was going down the river and the wind was trying to blow you up the river.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
couldn't catch nothing back in the creek. I went back there. I couldn't catch nothing back there. I prefer fishing where it's deeper out there.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're doing about the same thing Mike is if the weather just cooperates.
Yeah. The week before, I caught 16, but I still only had 2 keepers. I can't get past 2.
Yeah. Huh. Well, shucks, the frogs are croaking and it's moon's full and we may have to wait till, I don't know, a day or two a little bit later on when the moon goes down or something may cause them to bite a little better during the day.
Just keep on trying. We'll catch some.
That's right. You get them back up like you did, last year. You had the same trouble, catch 2 or 3 a trip, and then all of a sudden, bam, it was 15, 18, and limited out, you and your buddy.
Yeah.
So, but it's good to hear from you, Tony. Just keep at it, brother.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, Tony. See you, man.
See you.
Okay. Let me make sure we got the phone off. There we go. All righty. Back at it again. Mike, this a lot of things. The sunshine we've had the last 2 or 3 days, warms that water up a little bit, and a couple of degrees maybe at a time. And like I said, the dang frogs, they're hollering, and but they'll be hollering looking through ice. Them goofy things will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that water had just a shade of color to it out there on the channel than what it did back in the hollers.
Mm-hmm.
So, that could have been from that rain we had there the other week. And if we get to 3 to 4 inches of rain they're talking about coming through this weekend, I'd say you'd be looking at some dingy water for the next 2 to 3 weeks or more.
Yeah, good possibility of it.
And telling how high the water will come back up. They're talking this flood and stuff, and it may fill the lake back up.
Good possibility. Yeah. 5 inches of rain, if we get that much, it could get full for sure. I hope it's not that bad, but anyway, it could very well be. Have to see what comes up.
Mm-hmm.
So, on that situation, I know you don't want to fish in the rain. I don't either, but
on the time you're off from work, you got to go.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else we had to talk about.
You were showing them pictures there on them boats and stuff. I think he said they had 7 or 8 different styles of boats that they built.
Yeah, they've got 7 different hulls, I think, Mike, that they can put under the boats.
Yeah, do the insides about any way you want, whatever. But, different lengths and everything. I think they make them from a 16-footer from to 30-footer or something.
Yeah, folks, get on Reynolds' Facebook there, and they got a lot of information, things on sale, and price. One of them boats, he'd marked it down about $3,000, I think. So go on this website, and if you can't drive over or the weather's bad, you get on his website there, and just scroll through there, and it's got a lot of information on any boat that he's got. It's all typed out up there above what it is, and then you can just click on the pictures, and if you want to look at that, and the best thing, if it's raining and don't want to get out and check what he's got, why get on his Facebook page there and look them over.
Yeah,
it's a good setup.
Got the color you want, he can order it.
Yeah, I haven't personally. I looked at that black and silver boat on the website there, and I thought, man, that's a good looking rig.
It is.
When I get a chance to get by there, I'm going to look at it myself. But it looked good in the picture, for sure. And we got a lot of props. He got a prop sale going on right now. Also, you want to check that out. If you think you want to try another prop, maybe purchase one. But yeah, get on his Facebook page there, and you get a lot of information about what he's got and what's on sale and that kind of thing. Plus, he's the certified Mercury repair, engine repair in this area. So if you're wanting to upgrade your engine or just get a new one of the same horsepower, he's the guy you need to see. So, all righty. Dylan, take us to Edgemore Outdoors, will you? Okay. Hey, folks, here at Edgemore Outdoors, we're going to run inside and shoot some film. Don't forget Edgemore Outdoors over here on Edgemore Road. Hey, folks, we're in here at Edgemore Outdoors. Man, the place has been packed with people. The reason being because this is the best sporting goods store this side of the Mississippi River. So if you want to get in here and get you something, you better come by. See Jim and Vance and Jeannie here at Edgemore Outdoors. They've got everything you might need to fish with, whether it be from a boat or from the bank or whatever. Rods, reels, the walls are lined with baits, tackle. Just great store. Jim's been a sponsor of the show for a long time, and we really appreciate him and his family. And but do get by here and visit with them at Edgemore Outdoors. Live bait, just everything in the world. We'll just take a little quick stroll down through here. Jim said he was tired of seeing Vance on the TV every Thursday night, so he wanted me to get somebody besides him. I'll take that back. He didn't say that, but I thought about it. All right, Vance, what kind of special you got for us today?
Got all kinds of specials in here today.
Got all kinds of specials today. Anything in particular? Got a good sale on reels, rods?
We got some, we've been selling a bunch of these Corrados and Shimano SLX reels with the digital chips in them here lately. We got them in right and left. And we got a few of them right now, but it's a good reel. One of them's $189.99 and the other one's $249.99.
That's guaranteed not to backlash, is that right?
Well, you need to set the reel correctly, but when you set the reel right, it is really hard to backlash them. It works really well. We tested them when they come out to make sure that everything worked good. We got them
Okay.
And they've been going good for us here.
Good deal, Vance. And that price on that's what?
There's one of them is $189.99 and the other one's $249.99.
All right. All right, Vance, we appreciate it. Folks, do get by here and visit Edgemore Outdoors. Can't go wrong. I think you'll be well satisfied once you come in the door.
We're coming back, Mike. There was something we was talking about there while I was having that break. The boat ramps, you know, I keep talking about the boat ramps, and I guess because if you got one of those self-deployed trolling motors like you got, that you can just dump it off yourself, it's not near as bad. But when you got to walk out on the trailer and that kind of thing, get your boat in, it's a little more aggravating. But you know, even with your boat, your trailer drops off.
Yeah.
Your boat's gone out in the water, but your trailer's hung up.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
That's right.
Talking with them, I know they've done some work on that boat ramp there at the city park at Kingston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just trying to get them to do something up there at Lad Landing will help a whole lot.
It's still so dang shallow in there.
Oh, it is. It is. But the used to you drop off the side of the ramp,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they did do some work to that, and hopefully we can get them up there at Lad Landing and fix that one up so we don't have a lot of trouble.
To me, you know, you can go to Angler's Cove there.
Yeah, Riley Creek.
Riley Creek and put in. I don't know about Bell Cove there. I think it dries up when they let the water down. But you have to go to Caney Creek to put in to have and it's a little bit steep, but it's a good ramp there to put in the wintertime. And, you know, like I told them before, Rockwood flattens out. It's hard to do anything there. And even though it's a good ramp, it's just too shallow when the water goes down to get your boat off and on the trailer. That's the reason I go to Blue Springs or on down to Hornsby there. Good ramp in there and stuff. Big Springs and Hornsby. The dam's pretty steep, but it's pretty decent in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But all of them works good in the summer when the water's up.
Yeah.
But,
oh, yeah. Yeah. You don't have much trouble then.
no, you go about anywhere you want to go then. But it's when that lake goes down, man, you got to watch these ramps. You know, Emory ain't too bad in the summer, even though it's flat as could be.
Yeah.
But you know, it's usable when the wintertime comes. It's
It's over. Yeah, you can't do nothing there.
Can't do nothing there either.
Okay. All right, listen, I'm going to bring up one other thing right quick. It's your life jackets. There's here's the deal. A life jacket and needs leg straps on it, and I'll tell you why. When you hit the water, if you get thrown out of a boat or you jump out of a boat or whatever, and you have a life jacket on, and it doesn't have leg straps, well, that thing's up around your face and around your head because it's going to float.
Yes, sir.
And
especially if you go in the water and your arms go up like that.
Yeah.
It's like pulling a shirt off of you, you know.
So here's what's happening. The manufacturers, and you know, I'm going to say this is not a negative thing, but the TWRA doesn't have a rule that you have to have leg straps on your life jacket. They don't, you know, they don't address that, and so all the people that make these things, even for kids and adults both, they don't have them anymore. Used to could be you could buy life jackets with the leg straps on them, and but you know, there's not anybody being forced to make them anymore, so they pretty much quit. And it's a good thing. like I said, the life jacket rides up around your face and up and under your arms type deal, where it needs to be down here so it floats your head up out of the water.
Well, even the little blow-up job that you hang around your neck and pull it down, it's got a strap go around your waist, but it ain't got no leg straps or nothing.
No, they don't. Pretty much, I don't think there's anybody manufactured them anymore with leg straps on them. I've got the two I've got, and shucks, they're 10, 12 years old, and they've got straps for them, And all right, thank you, Dylan. So anyway, we got to talking about this. Glenn and I did, because he's been thrown out a time or two, and he's raced boats and stuff, and
that's what you have to go to. It's one of them outfits that's got the racing equipment, the helmets, and the 100-mile-an-hour jackets, they call it, and all that. That'll have leg straps and stuff for you.
But it needs to be in. I don't care if it's a 4 or 5 year old child. They need to have the leg straps on them, and in case they wind up in the water. A teenager, an adult, it's just a good safety feature to have the life jackets with the leg straps, because if you do wind up in the water, and there's a commercial on. I saw it 2 or 3 times here in the last couple of weeks. I like to watch that Major League Fishing, when it shows them 2 guys sitting in the boat, and the next thing they know, they're thrown out.
Yeah.
Just that dang quick. And and both of them over the driver's side of the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, in just a matter of seconds. But it's just something to think about on the life jackets, and making sure you got the right size that fits you, even if it fits you a little snug. Maybe it won't ride up and under around your head and hold you up a little better. So just think about the safety aspects of the life jackets, folks, and especially in this cold weather. I can't tell you, cold weather, cold water, it just changes the whole thing.
It sure does.
You get thrown in 80-degree water, it's like kind of a warm bath, but when you hit that 44-degree water, it's like an ice cube.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, keep that in mind. We're going to close out. We've got 2 or 3 minutes left. Don't forget about our special guest coming next week, and I hope y'all tune in. Be safe. God loves you, and God bless you. We'll see you next week.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Life is made of moments. Moments to share. Moments that are special. And those that are everyday. How do we make these moments for over 2 million people across 23 counties in East Tennessee? We will make them not as just a group of hospitals, but as one community of care. Because this is about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.